Alright. I split the parts. I just didn't want a very long video part for the NBA thing, but let's jump right in.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action.
Hump Day.
And let's go straight.
Well, guys, as you know, there is a long and complicated history between Corey Harris and AI. Now, they were college teammates before AI dunked on Harris during that exhibition game in China. Now, I asked AI about the impact of that, and he said, look, we're cool. We've been through a lot together. We separate that when we step onto the floor. Guys?
Thank you for that report as always, David. This situation not too uncommon in the NBA right now.
You know, there are a lot of guys who are very close off the court, but they'll go at each other all out when they step on the court. It happens more because of players seeing each other all the time in youth ball as they've grown up.
Luke Walton,
C-Web
second season
this
in LA.
evening, all the makings of a up-tempo affair. A lot of speed on the floor. They love to play, both these teams, at a very high pace.
They're trying to get good looks early in the clock, and I'll tell you why. Against a better defensive team.
AI is checked in for Johnson. The Lakers with LeBron wasted no time trying to surround him with free agent signings, Greg, to help round out the supporting cast.
Names came in rapid succession.
This is way better, by the way. I love the 12 minutes. This is how it should be. It's authentic.
All joined in short order. We'll see how far this team goes, but you cannot deny how interesting things have gotten with this roster.
Taking a look at the Lakers. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. All out there with Harris, and it's McGee in at the center. The Suns shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Murphy at the line for two.
And the first one at the line is good.
And what a summer it was for the Suns. Landed the top pick in the draft, taking Ayton, and brought in some talent in free agency as well. Booker signing that extension solidified a very productive summer for the Suns. Having two young players that complement each other so well is huge for an up-and-coming team like the Suns.
Pass the ball. Kuzma against Warren. And there's the pass to LeBron. Good on the triple. LeBron's got 6 points.
Now, James loves pulling up immediately off the pass. You can't give him any breathing room, even when the pass is coming his way.
Ayton, the pass to Murphy. On the wing, Booker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Kuzma against Jackson. Plays it up and banks it in.
He's got some pep in his step tonight. I wonder what he had to eat last night. I mean, very solid first quarter for him at the offensive end.
Murphy against Ball. Here's Kuzma. Softly drops in the floater.
Good at taking initiative inside. Once Kuzma is near the hoop, he's focused on scoring.
Murphy against Ball. And Murphy kicks to Booker. Back to AI. From deep. Rebounded by the Lakers.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's Harris. Basket good. He has 7.
Adept at scoring from any area of the floor. Harris, a guy you gotta stay up on.
Here's Booker, rejected by Harris, and he recovers it. Good. Booker's got his second basket of the night.
That's his mindset. Attack, attack, attack whenever possible.
Inside, and stolen by Ayton. Here's Murphy, kicks it out to Booker.
That's not who I wanted to pass it to, by the way.
Passes to Ayton. Now, here's Warren. Clock at 6. Shot from 12. He can't hit that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Kuzma. Here's McGee. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Now look at that. That's just a great all-around play. Getting into position for the offensive rebound. Finishing strong with a putback.
Here's Ayton. Out to AI. He dishes it to Ayton. Booker looking around. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Ball. Kuzma with it. Now guarded by Booker. And it's blocked.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
That's good from Booker on the assist by Murphy. Booker's got 7 points in the game. LeBron outside, so timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. This game against Phoenix here, it's the first look at the Suns.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
It's the same dance. What?
Some changes for Phoenix. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in.
Can you at least change up the dance? Not the same shit.
And it's Crawford in for Booker. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Tyson Chandler is checked in for JaVale McGee. Brandon Ingram comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Harris. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Ball.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Murphy can't hit. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Lakers. For 3, Ingram. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Shot over 40% of Duke. And though he struggled a bit as a rookie, you knew Ingram's stroke would come around.
Crawford outside. Launches it. Tyson Chandler grabs the board.
Playing the revenge card right there. Trying to get those 3 points right back. Didn't work.
Outside Rondo.
Oh, Rajon
Here's
Rondo?
LeBron. Out to Ingram.
Oh, I think that's, I don't know if that's how you say it.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
The former Blue Devil, Brandon Ingram, was taken 2nd overall back in 16. Was deemed as untouchable by his front office as they rebuilt the roster. He's a big part of what the Lakers want to do over the next few years.
Holmes kicks to Ayton. It's Crawford on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope.
Doesn't matter if it's
And
good
here's
ball.
Los Angeles. They're on a 17-7 run. And that one's good. Ingram. And it was Magic Johnson, Greg, who said Ingram is untouchable. Also feels Ingram can be an elite scorer.
Yeah, I mean, Ingram certainly has the makeup and skills to be a first option on offense. And when he heard of how highly Magic thought of him, it made Ingram want to work even harder. You can certainly see the huge leaps he's made as a scorer since Magic kind of gave him that vote of confidence.
Here's Murphy. A rebound by the Lakers. James outside. Looking for Ingram. He gets it in there. He kicks it to Caldwell Pope. Ingram outside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Rondo. Ingram attacking. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
What the hell are you guys doing?
Ingram's got 10 points in the game.
Guard that piece
And
of
of the
shit?
last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Murphy dishes to Ayton. Crawford looking over the floor. Kicks to Murphy, trying his luck deep. Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
You know, I mean, there had to be a better option that time down the court. That's just a missed opportunity.
Brandon Ingram. He's the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Josh Jackson, the 4th pick in 2017. He's already made an impression on his teammate.
Okay. Let's skip Devin Booker.
Well, these two have a very bright future.
I mean, between Booker's shooting and Jackson's defensive versatility and potential, that's a duo to watch.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Yeah, aggressive on D, efficient on offense. They balled out to an early lead.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. Setting the floor for the Suns, we've got Bridges. Oubre out there with Holmes. Then it's AI. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That is his first foul of the game. Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. Great leaping ability, such a advantage in this game of basketball, Chris, when you think about
I tried to go
the
for the
bigs
steal, it didn't work.
who can control that kind of part of their game. Who comes to mind for you?
You have to go out there to look at that man, DeAndre Jordan. I mean, he dunks, it looks like a Nerf hoop. He just throws it up there. The way that he gets up. How about Drummond? The way that he can get 20 rebounds in just a second.
What the hell? Nothing's going down. Are you serious?
Going back up. When I think of athletic big man, I think
They're just
Andre
giving the ball
Drummond
away every time I pass it
big
to
man
them.
I've
It's so
ever
stupid.
seen
It's so
in
dumb.
my time playing basketball.
Murphy against Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Oh, you got to prevent Ball from getting a lane. It's that simple. But when you don't, this happens.
Suns trail by 8, and we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Devin Booker is a 20-point-per-game scorer since his 2nd season in the league. And he knows you have to have confidence to be a great shooter. He said, know the work you've put in, trust your game. Just because you miss shots, you can't doubt yourself. They're supposed to fall, and they will if you keep shooting. Kevin?
Next shot mentality for sure. Thanks, D.A. Good, and a nice assist from Corey Harris. Harris has got 3 assists tonight.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
To the paint, and stolen by Kuzma. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break, and Jackson with the block.
And Jackson is an impressive defender,
He's
using his huge wingspan to turn away shots.
And it's the Suns with the ball. 9-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
A long and tiring game, made worse, obviously, by the fact they ended up in the second overtime, falling short, which can be a real morale killer.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Look at this. Josh Hart. He's a guy that played his way into the rotation. He was the 30th pick taken overall in 2017 and ended up with a lot of minutes as a rookie.
He doesn't get the second one. And Chris, with Hart, you can see the improvement in his play each time he came out onto the floor.
Oh, yeah, he's very good from three, and he's nice on deep. You know, he said himself that he doesn't want to be just a three-point guy or a defensive guy. He wants to have all the skills. It won't be the case if he continues to improve as he has.
That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Booker.
Look at this. I like this team basketball, keeping the ball moving until they find the right shot.
Ball kicks to Harris. And he drops it in from the low post. Harris has got the lead up to 10 now
Harris
for the
is
Lakers.
fucking shit up right now.
Phoenix has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. And Ball comes to help. Bounce pass, Crawford. Booker the pass to Murphy. Got a piece of it. A moment here now for an injury report. And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Mikal Bridges. Hey, David, what's the news?
After taking a look, he informed me that it doesn't look too bad. That is a bitter pill for them to swallow so early in the season. It clearly changes the look of this team going forward, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out
Who's
for
injured?
you.
Josh Jackson.
1:31 left now here in the second. Here's McGee.
Bad block
That
attempt.
falls.
Come
Nice
on.
feed that time from Ball.
Man, I'm
McGee's
just
got
bad right now.
6.
This is like my worst game
This
yet.
is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
But yeah, I mean, you're already getting dogged
Oh
out
my
there.
God!
And now he's landing body blows.
Stolen by Warren. It's Murphy outside. That shot no good. And the Lakers take it the other way. To host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Fast break, here come the Suns. All going up court. Warren, good.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Los Angeles leading by 8. Now Ball. He has 7.
He better watch it. He doesn't want to pick up a third foul before halftime.
Well, there's a ton to talk about Lonzo Ball, but if you focus just on what he brings to an offense, there's a lot to like.
Yeah, I mean, he just sees so much on the floor. I mean, he sees all the cuts and angles, both offensively and defensively. And we know his shot will be a work in progress, but it shows some improvement in consistency the second half of last year. And for all of the circus that can surround Ball off the court, you forget that he is already an elite playmaker in the NBA. And if you look at the numbers for Devin Booker last season, I mean, he upped his assists and rebounding, his scoring and shooting percentages. He has continued to impress with his development.
He's so confident, so self-assured on every free throw he takes.
Harris kicks to Kuzma. Stolen by Warren. Booker outside. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. 16 points for Devin Booker. Harris up top. Defended by Booker. Harris outside. Over Booker. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers lead by 3. 2K Sports back to Phoenix after this.
-7. Okay, Igor.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half
Such a
turned out to
fucking
be a
fool
quick
that I
one
was
as
sitting
both
on
teams
the bench
tried
for
to
you.
the Suns
Rajon
here with a
Rondo.
different
Yeah, I
look.
was right. Rajon
Rashawn
Rondo. I
Holmes,
just don't
he's
know how to
checked in
pronounce
for
how to
Jackson.
spell it.
Oubre comes in for T.J. Warren. Bridges, he's checked in for
Rajon.
Booker. And AI is subbed in for Johnson. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Lance Stevenson's checked
God
in
damn
for
it.
Kyle Kuzma. Brandon
All right, it's
Ingram
time for me
comes
to
in
get
for
serious.
JaVale McGee. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Harris. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Ball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. On the perimeter, Caldwell Pope and Ingram. LeBron James is out there with Lance
Time
Stevenson.
to get
and it's Rondo
serious.
in at the 1. Well, Greg, you knew that the Laker front office and Magic were going to do everything they could to bring in big-name free agents, and they succeeded. They got the biggest name of them all in LeBron.
LeBron coming to L.A. completely shifts the mindset of this organization. Team was very busy the rest of the free agent period as well. Still made very aggressive plays, as this is a team that is looking to win now.
Stevenson kicks to Rondo.
I can't even get to him.
Pope
Every
left
time he
side.
moves.
Shot clock at 5, and so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league.
Suns are
Here's
up
the
by
latest
16
edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Well, right now, Phoenix, they love the situation they're in right now, playing very well, but looking ahead. They know there's still a lot left to prove.
That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from LeBron.
Look at that. You have to love how James stayed calm. He doesn't let the shot clock get to him. Awesome at creating for himself.
To Holmes, stolen by Stevenson. And now running up the court, Stevenson pushing it up. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Now here's Oubre. He's covered by Ingram. That's tipped. Oubre dishes to Murphy. Offensive rebound. Ayton. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Ayton's got 5 points now in the quarter. James finds Stevenson. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut back down to 1 point on the basket from Rondo.
And although not the biggest guy, you got to love how Rondo uses his body inside. Has a great touch as well around the rim.
He's reason number 1 there in front. I mean, his shooting has been almost flawless.
This is to LeBron.
Yeah, because I'm giving you money shots. Come on, stop getting my way, asshole.
And here's Ingram from the arc. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game.
Oh, come on!
Getting it done. Stolen by Caldwell Pope.
horseshit.
And it's the Lakers on the break. Ingram.
That is
wide
fucking
open.
garbage,
Yes,
dude.
it's James picking up the assist.
Assistant.
LeBron's got his 5th assist in this one. For Phoenix, they've gone 7 for 16 the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Here's Murphy, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Rajon Rondo. Last season, they were trying to speed up the game, C-Web. Teams were given fewer timeouts. You think they achieved that goal?
Well, yeah, the new rules, 18 to 14 total timeouts. No more 20-second timeouts. All quarters have 2 mandatories. I think it does help speed up. And these are the greatest coaches in the world. They can adjust. They just need to know what the rules are. And I love the fast pace, the fast pitch count. Let's make sure that we keep the game in a way that fans love it, and we're not leaving any time out there on the floor. I think the coaches have made a great adjustment to it, and look, play on the East Coast is always going to be a little bit slower, a little bit more methodical than the West. But I tell you what, it seems like it's speeded up the game on both sides, and that's something great for us fans.
Well said. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. Pass to Ingram. Back to Rondo. James up top for the lead. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. LeBron's got 4 points now in the quarter. It's Crawford on the wing. Back to AI. Inside, here's Ayton. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give them much of anything in the first half.
What are you talking about?
LeBron against
You know,
Crawford.
I was passing to him
James
with
the
so
pass to
much.
Stevenson. Shoots over Holmes. Ingram kicks to Kuzma. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
His struggles this quarter continue. He's done a good job.
Oubre with it. He's against Kuzma. Crawford outside. 5 to shoot.
Oh my
And
God.
2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go.
Crawford
with all
got
the
fucked
contact.
up. Is that
It's a
Jamal
right
Crawford?
shot, Rondo.
This is still
The
Jamal
Suns
Crawford?
have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Crawford. And the Suns making a change here. Warren's checked in.
Yeah, it's Jamal Crawford. Nice. I think it's Jamal Crawford. Yeah, it looks like him. Yeah. He's still playing basketball? Holy shit. He was
And
on
so
the Knicks
Jamal
for quite a
Crawford
while. Then he got
nails both of
traded.
them. 1:37 left to
Well,
play
he was
in
a
the
free
third.
agent. Got picked up.
LeBron kicks to Ingram. Here's Rondo. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Rondo's got it all tied up now for the Lakers. Phoenix has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Murphy dishes to Warren. Crawford outside. Clock at 6. Shoots off the step back. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Oh!
LeBron's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. To the paint.
No, wait a minute. You can't
Rondo
blame
gets
me
the
for that. I
bucket.
was still in backcourt.
Rondo's got 8 here in the quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Murphy passes to Ayton. And he lays it straight in.
Strange game for him. Barely made any noise in the first half, and here in the second, he's been everywhere.
And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Booker, he's checked in for Kelly
AI.
Oubre. Hart, he's checked in for the Lakers.
Added insurance is what AI means.
Here's Ingram. Off the inbound pass, and he makes that one. Ingram's got 20 points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
It's 9
Oh,
seconds
come
separating
on,
the shot clock and game clock. LeBron with it. Now defended by Warren. Rondo's shot is off. Suns trailing. Outside Warren. And Murphy kicks to Booker.
Los Angeles foul.
And this
Suck,
is
Rondo.
his second trip to
Suck.
the line tonight. The first free throw is good.
Nice.
Both free throws good from Booker. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the third. Off target. And we wrap up the third and looking to be in
right, we're getting
exciting
close,
fourth
though.
quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Crawford out there with Warren. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Ayton. And it's Murphy in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Kuzma, that's good.
Oh, look at that awareness of ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
Pass to Warren. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. Josh Jackson's checked in for the Suns. Tyler Jones. There's 1:38 left to play in the final quarter. Warren the pass to Ayton. Warren kicks to Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Phoenix, no good that time either.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easiness.
Growing up before our eyes, Kuzma, shots like this reinforce the fact that he's the real deal.
Now the pass to Warren. This is it to Booker. Shot from free throw range. It's good. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Well, guys separate themselves by how they perform in clutch situations. Give this man his props.
Here's Harris. It's good.
A guy you can trust in critical spots. Harris, sensational at delivering for his team when they need it most.
Booker in the post. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Count it.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
It's all clicking for him right now. I mean, they got to body him up better than that.
Harris looking it over. They double team Corey Harris. Over Murphy. It falls.
Bringing a fearless attitude in the clutch. You gotta love watching Harris do his thing when the game is tight.
Phoenix calls timeout. They trail by 3. 7 seconds left in the game. What's your take, guys?
You know, you'd love to be able to clear space and get that triple, but you can also do the 2 with a quick foul.
Well, these are some of the toughest decisions. I mean, a good argument can be made for either case.
Seven seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Well, think about the high ceiling that this kid Brandon Ingram has. I mean, with his long arms, I mean, he can reach the rafters.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, they can breathe easy now thanks to those free throws. They won't have to sweat this one out.
Timeout call. The Suns. They're down by 5. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Just shoot the ball,
Los
asshole.
Angeles takes the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all.
Goddamn awful. Also, difficulty applied. Oh boy. Oh my god, they still play this garbage, even though I turn off the music. Not a great game by AI. The antithesis of friend of frequent vibrations of fucking. No, actually, that's the other idiot. Freak was his name. Alright, let's do this. was looking for at all. How can I get this stuff from the office? Oh my god, I don't want to do this. Oh my god. I keep screwing up. No shit! Come on, you dumbass. Fucking morons. How do I get the VC I got from the endorsements? Oh, team practice. Yes, let's try something else. Team practice is what I really need right now. I used to do team practice a whole bunch on 2K16 and I got a lot of badges. MVC! I need team practice so bad. I'm so garbage at this game. Because my stats are all shit. Okay. I thought it froze. I'm like, oh shit, it's gonna crash, isn't it?
How's it going?
This is an interesting type of stuff. Select the bags to work on. Okay. Let's see. Brake starter, flashy passer. Okay.
Alright, AI, let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's get started, man. Let's get started.
Oh, you shit. Damn, I'm terrible. Come on, man. Why am I still missing? Come on. Outside look. Wow.
Well, it wasn't ugly, but it wasn't pretty either.
Hey, see you later, man.
Yeah, see you later, man. Alright. What's that? Alright, let's try different bags to work on. I actually like this. I actually like this better than 2K16 for sure. Catch and shoot. Okay, let's try this. 20 attempts to make as many points as you can. Okay.
Alright, AI, let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Okay. I can't see with this garbage in my way.
We'll get the next one.
Really, AI? Get your mind right.
What do you think I'm trying to do, jackass? So I'm practicing. I can't even do shit.
Okay, keep it moving, fellas.
Oh, I got 2 stars. That's better than nothing. Alright. Play 5 round on screen and see who comes down on top.
Bring it in, fellas. Season's almost here, and it's time to get it in. Guys, managing late game situations.
The season's already here, you
is the difference
jackass.
between winning and losing. We gotta be smarter about it. All right, let's get set up and start practice. Hey, who got here?
I was open, but I was late. What the fuck that means? I wish there was a way to increase the percentage of you making shots, because I know it's supposed to be realistic, but seriously though. What the hell are you doing? Shot clocks, come on. Man, that was awful. That was airball right there. Why that airball is just bad. Ah. Finally, I got a fucking 3. But it's so hard. I need to increase my 3-pointer stats. Loose ball foul. Oh, this is a foul in general. nice. Nice. Well, we won at least.
Alright, move it, move it.
Alright. Cool. Fast break 2-on-1. 2-on-1 fast break situation. 10 attempts to defend.
Yeah, let's go, let's do it.
This is like way easier. Alright. It's fine, it's fine. And won my ass. Okay, how is that supposed to be my fault? 10 attempts to defend. 7 seconds per attempt. Okay, that's it. Alright, well, it's not bad.
Great practice today. Get out there.
Putting in the work, baby. Let's see. Which one's close? Or which one do I want to go? Deep range, mid range? Let's do that.
All right, AI. Good to see someone who values the mid-range game. Now let's see how this works.
Oh, that's bullshit. Okay. They're difficult, man, because I can't. I don't know the timing for the release. Outside. Wow, I was right there!
Going, guys. Let's go.
That was shit. I'm gonna keep doing it because free throw ace. Corner specialist. Okay, let's do this. I think
All right, AI. See you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man. Hey, he can ball, huh?
Son! Ball up!
One more. Man, I can't even watch this.
then stop watching, jackass.
Again.
Not bad.
That's one way to do it. Not the best way. Just one way.
Not the. That's one way. Oh, fuck off. I'm gonna do a couple more practice stuff. You know. Ah. Let me try something. Wait, let me see. I'm trying to find out the second, like... It's not based off seconds, though. It's like... It's very weird how they set up the shooting mechanics this year. Or just this game in general. I think 2K19 was the end of 2018, right? Alright. Nope. Still have no idea how you're supposed to shoot the game, how you're supposed to do it.
Good to see you, AI.
Good to see you too. My eyes need some cleansing. You have anything for that? Alright. Nav. Play game, why not? 6? It's 6, yes.
I'm here with She Got Kicks, content creator. How are you doing?
I don't care about She Got Kicks.
Yeah, glad to have you.
Unless your name was She Got Titties or She Got Ass, I don't fucking give a shit. But She Got Kicks.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Oh, listen, you know what? I'm joking.
Good evening,
let's be
sports
real.
fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. And Memphis is where we'll be going just moments from now, as the Grizzlies will be going up against the Phoenix Suns. For Phoenix, they've started the season with 2 wins and 2 losses. Not stupendous.
Oh, fuck you and your stupendous bullshit. I don't have any. Oh, wait, look. Oh, never mind. Wait. What? Yeah, sure, let's see. Do I have anything? Can I actually upgrade anything? Let's see. Oh, God. Oh, God. I can do this. Nah. Alright, let's play a game. Look at that face. So, yes. What the hell is this song? Dude, Chico, shut up, B. I'm just turn up the fucking music. Come on, man. There we go. Okay. Alright, it's okay. It's still hard to get it down. What else is this?
The Grizzlies look to take charge at the FedEx Forum, and we're going to bring it to you live from Memphis, Tennessee. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And so for the Grizzlies, their last game, a loss to the Kings in Sacramento.
You know, they're the visiting team. It's a loud arena, very distracting at times, but simply no excuse for missing a ton of free throws.
Well, I couldn't agree.
Some changes here for the Grizzlies. Rabs checked in for Jack.
Oh, that's great. Thanks a lot, jerk.
Kyle Anderson comes in for Parsons, and it's DeLon Wright in for Mike Conley. And a change for the Suns. Murphy's checked in, setting the floor for the Suns. Booker and Warren on the perimeter. Josh
he reminds me of
Jackson out
Chauncey
there with
Billups. Like, he has that
Murphy
face of
in at the
Chauncey
point guard.
Billups.
The Grizzlies shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Well, how about DeLon Wright having his best season as a pro last year? He had tremendous numbers, solidifying his role as a backup point guard. And I'll tell you this, he had some games where he simply took over.
Murphy passes to Booker. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
This is not a young man you want to send to the line. Booker's already a lights-out foul shooter. And guys, Devin Booker getting great praise from some big-time players. Kyrie Irving says he raises his game to another level against high-level teams. Now he needs consistency, gentlemen.
Joakim Noah is checked in for Valanciunas. And Phoenix also making a switch. Oubre is checked in for T.J. Warren. And finished off by Wright.
Well, Kev, that's the court vision of Avery Bradley. Remarkable how he finds these wide-open teammates on a consistent basis.
Kicks it out to Booker. He can't get that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Right against Murphy. Now here's Wright. 11 points for him in that last game against Sacramento.
Really, he exposed a lot of seams in the defense with his passing, too. That assist total was impressive.
Of course, Booker put 70 on the Celtics one evening. That obviously made quite an impression.
Well, I remember Jaylen Brown saying he doesn't have a conscience. He can shoot it with no remorse. He has a green light, and that's what makes it tough. Sounds like he had to guard him that night.
And the Suns making a change here. Holmes checked in. Wright looking around. He kicks it to Bradley. Anderson outside. Shot clock at 6. Fires from 14. Rebounded by Holmes.
Oh, a lapse defensively, and they actually get away with it. Bad idea to leave him open consistently, though.
Another shot, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against Memphis.
The 13th pick of the 2015 NBA draft, Booker has already shown all-star potential.
Doris, when you think about Devin Booker, you have to think about the 70 points he dropped on the Celtics that one night.
Woo, what a special evening that was, Kevin. Most points ever for a Phoenix Suns player. Most points ever scored against the Celtics. More than Wilt Chamberlain. Think about that, Kev.
The Suns leading. Murphy passes to Holmes. A rebound by Rab.
Boy, the defense gets into his head and alters his release when he really doesn't have to.
Brooks kicks to Anderson. Wright outside. And he makes that one. Wright's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. With the analysis, the defensive impact becoming more advanced, Doris. Do you
I don't know how I
think
made that.
defenders gain recognition even when they're not putting up numbers in individual statistical categories?
Well, think about a recent winner of the Defensive Player of the Year, and that's Draymond Green, whose value becomes into sharp focus, particularly in the fourth quarter of games, when it becomes a possession ball game, and Draymond Green is flying around the floor in help defensive position, covering up for teammates' mistakes. I absolutely think, Kevin, increasingly because of the advanced metrics, that players can be defined outside of points and rebounds. So I love the impact of the numbers.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Some changes for Memphis. Caboclo, he's checked in for Justin Holiday. And it's C.J. Miles in for DeLon Wright.
Oh, that was crazy, dude.
Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
I'll tell you, that's an assist that shows great sense for where his teammates want to move.
Outside Jackson. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
He might be young, but Mr. Jackson is a problem from a matchup standpoint. Really good powering through there.
Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Mike Conley comes in for C.J. Myers. Murphy against Conley. The pass to Rabb. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Back to AI.
Oh!
And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Oh, shut up.
By 2.
I took it because I thought I was going to make it in.
Passes to Rabb. Brooks outside. Conley against Murphy. Shoots. Goes back up. And it's Noah.
How's that my fault?
Noah's got his first points of the night.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Oubre dishes to Murphy. Bridges passes to Oubre. Pass to Bridges. Kicks it to Oubre. Holmes. No good there. Great defense that time from Noah. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Outside Conley. Pass to Rabb. To the inside. Here's Anderson. And the layup's good off the glass.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Murphy can't hit.
Come on, just give me.
Memphis leading. Murphy with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back.
When you think about an ideal transition player, Josh Jackson pops into your mind. How about that? Woo!
Diamond, baby!
The Grizzlies shooting at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They are sticking to the campaign.
I got a bronze for the
Brooks
diamond.
Kicks to
I just
Rabb.
unlocked it.
At the elbow, it's Noah. Over in the corner, Conley.
Let's just get right in front of his crotch.
Memphis needs to get off a shot here.
What?
Kept alive. A second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup.
They never give me any of that penalty. I didn't do shit.
Right there.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Shakes off the strong
Bastards.
D and gets to the bucket for 2. Holmes got the game tied up here for Phoenix. Murphy against Conley. And the shot goes in. Conley's got 5.
I'll tell you, somebody on the defensive end has got to step in and try to get a body on him there.
And Murphy kicks to Jackson. AI outside. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Man, I'm just god awful at this game. I'm just saying that right now. But as far as I'm concerned, it's not how good you are at the game, it's how it's if you're having fun, and I'm actually still having fun.
Before coming to the NBA, I knew I had a lot of growing to do. You know, not just in my game, but who I was as a person as well. Playing in China wasn't the typical path here, but it's exactly what I needed in that time in my life. So there's some great basketball being played over there, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of that talent come over to the NBA.
And AI was the first to follow this path, but now, Greg, that the trail has been blazed, we could see many more.
And basketball is such a global sport and played in so many countries that it was just a matter of time before a story like AI's happened.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I mean, so far they're not settling for outside shots, really attacking the paint.
I think that's what you've got to do, right? If the looks on the interior are there, you have got to attack.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. We've got Rashawn Holmes. Jackson is out there at Bridges. Then it's AI, and it's Crawford at the 2.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Conley, the pass to Rabb. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Back to Conley. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. He's got 7.
I mean, the number of points
wait, Mike Conley
already here.
Was he on the Grizzlies? Oh, wait, no, yeah.
The Suns shooting a respectable
37%
from the field.
What the fuck was that about? I did not do that.
It's rebounded by Memphis.
Dude, that's not what I did.
Noah's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Parsons. Here's Rabb.
I went to press the left and the right, not up.
Rabb's got 8 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Out to the right wing. Bridges kicks to Crawford. On the wing, Jackson. The pass to Bridges. Holmes finds Crawford.
Yay!
Sinks the three-pointer. Crawford's got 5 points now in the quarter. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
This arena in downtown Phoenix opened in 1992. Doors in 2022. They can opt out of their lease. Otherwise, they'll be locked in for another 10 years.
Well, they're currently playing in the 6th oldest NBA arena, and the Suns are hoping to either renovate that building or build a brand new one. The question becomes, of course, who pays for it?
Build a brand new one, son.
From the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now.
Wow.
And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh boy, that's 2 on him now. And if he gets a 3rd foul before halftime, his playing time is going to have to be limited for a bit.
Here's Oubre. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Up top, Holmes for 3. Booker.
Well, I'll tell you, it hasn't been his best quarter, but we know he won't get discouraged. This guy will keep grinding.
And they continue to control the glass.
And Wright kicks to Anderson. Shoots over Oubre. The second effort.
Are you serious?
He gives them a double-digit lead. 6 points for Joakim Noah.
That's second chance points, right? If you want to keep Joakim Noah off the glass, you better do your work early.
Phoenix, no good that time either.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously cold right now, but he's trying to find that rhythm. You've got to keep working.
Anderson passes to Conley over Murphy, and the shot is long.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Right, perfect contest
What
in
the
that
hell?
instance, Greg, making it really hard on the shooter.
Look at the shooter about this.
At all. I'll tell you, he's been dry from three-point range in the second quarter after hitting one in the first.
The Suns has been god-awful.
Here's Rabb, and Jackson with the block.
Well, how about the defensive instincts of Josh Jackson? Boy, the length and athleticism, send it back, sir.
Here's Murphy.
Come
shot,
on.
no good.
You keep saying it's a bad selection, but I'm
he's
right
not
there.
someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Here's Conley.
What the hell was
Rejected by
that?
Murphy, and he's able to get it back.
Oh, that-
Conley gets the bucket.
Oh,
I think
I thought it was a
early
bad
on
block.
that he was really with a rhythm and flow tonight, and now he's really starting to take off.
Dude,
And
that's
stolen by Wright.
fucking horseshit.
A 3 ball. Phoenix grabs the miss. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And despite the outcome, I think they'll feel a little better about that game. There are a lot of positives that they can take away from that performance.
Well, you hope they learn from the
like
experience.
what? That we lost?
It's a shame it had to come at the expense of a loss because they did play well enough to win.
Conley, another miss by Conley. Suns trail by 10. Here's Holmes. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And racing up the court, you have a number of options and a great decision there.
I love how he took the initiative.
Come on, he boxed me out.
The
the
opportunity and made the right decision.
And I'm getting penalized for that. That's fucking bullshit.
As he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter, he's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
To the paint.
Fuck out of here.
And Holmes throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Ball's knocked loose.
Oh, come on. What the? I didn't leave.
Conley against Murphy. Conley feeling it out. Shot clock at 5. He kicks it to Noah. Shoots over Holmes. But he stays with it.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
And so it's...
Thanks very much.
I don't want to listen to this
Jonas, you got
piece of
Thank
shit.
you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Garbage. Of course he is. And I got boxed out several times. Okay, thanks a lot. I got boxed out several times. I couldn't do anything.
We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We're seeing a tremendous...
Oh, okay.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here.
We're closer than we were
Noah's
earlier.
checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Rab comes in for Jackson. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Chandler Parsons. And it's DeLon Wright in for Avery Bradley. Conley out there with Wright. Then there's Noah. Then there's Kyle Anderson.
Don't be blaming me
And
for
it's
that.
Rab
I didn't do
in
shit.
at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And Wright kicks to Rab. Here's Conley. Sinks the 15-footer. Conley's got 21 in the game.
You know, when Conley's scoring like this, I think they are a better team. I mean, the passing is great, but fill it up, Mike. I'm loving this.
Here's Oubre. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Holmes, good.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
Conley kicks to Wright.
You're lucky that I'm the one
Backed
giving
in off the
assists over
glass.
there.
Wright's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, defender taken out of the play with a rock-solid screen. No way he's going to get through that.
Murphy passes to Holmes. Now Bridges. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Baseline jumper. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And that's now 7 points for Jamal Crawford. Conley against Murphy. Conley gets the bucket.
Incredibly reliable as a scorer. He's always looking for ways to help the team succeed. It's happening again tonight.
The Suns coach Igor Kokoshkov has coached Slovenia to the 2017 Eurobasket title. Doris, the country's first ever European title. It certainly helped put his name on the map.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin. This young man has had great success internationally and as an NBA assistant. And how about Kokoshkov, a homecoming in Phoenix? He and his family have maintained a house there for over a decade.
And Memphis making a change here. Bradley's checked in. And Murphy kicks to Holmes. Crawford outside. The 3. A rebound by Rab. Rab's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game. Doing the dirty work down low. They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
To the middle. Here's Holmes. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Doesn't matter at halftime, they'll score a fucking
He's
bucket.
got 25. He feeds it to Noah. Crawford with the steal. And Murphy kicks to Bridges. Passes it to Holmes. In the corner, it's Bridges. Here's Murphy. Banked in off the glass. Now just a 5-point Grizzly lead.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Noah with it. He has 6. Tipped away. Right outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the arc.
What?
They get it again.
Good
And
God!
that one's good by
Do
Noah.
something against that
Noah's
monster.
got 8 points.
How about the power and the strength? Go ahead, flex those muscles, Joakim.
What the
Noah.
fuck is
No
that?
man is enough to stop you.
Right against
God,
Crawford.
man, this is so dumb.
Right outside. Pass to Conley. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Phoenix making some changes. T.J. Warren comes in for Bridges. And Daniels subbed in for Jamal Crawford. There's 1:47 left to play in the 3rd. Wright, the pass to Rab. Back to Wright. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from 14. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Now here's Oubre, guarded by Bradley.
Get the fuck out of my way.
Holmes kicks to Daniels.
These guys are not letting me do anything.
Off target from outside.
Sucks.
Memphis leading by 7. It's picked off. Inside. Here's Holmes. Yes! And the foul. It's going to be on Avery.
Diamond, baby!
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for the Suns.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. They double-team Conley, and stolen by Booker.
Yeah!
Finished off the break. Booker's got 4 this quarter.
Now, Kev, what a heady move by Devin Booker. Picks it clean and immediately looks to jumpstart the break.
Feeds it to Bradley. Over Oubre. Here's Rab. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Warren.
And a good opportunity here to go 2 for 1.
Let's see what they do here, Greg, right? Because you know they want to get a couple of possessions out of the time left.
For the tie. The rebound by Noah. Memphis leading. Stolen by Warren. And here we go. Fast break, and AI's got it. Holmes, good. Holmes got 9 points.
That's how I do it, baby.
Boy, the assist just put on time and on target. Easy shot opportunity.
Conley for 3. Got it up.
Oh, good. That didn't count. I was going to say, what the hell? That meant not have counted.
He's at the quarter-century mark. 25 points for him in this game as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. Back right after this.
Now, any of my plays of the play of the game, please tell me.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella
I have
here
11
showing us
assists.
he's got some point guard skill here
that's
with the tremendous
BS,
setup.
man.
I'll tell you, in today's
That's
game,
not a
you
good
want
fucking
skill and
play
decision-making
anyway.
at every
I have way
position.
better passes than that. They fucking don't even put that on there. Fucking horseshit.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. The Grizzlies shooting with confidence, 50% from the field.
Come on,
so far.
man.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Oubre out there with Warren. Then there's Devin Booker.
Yeah, I appreciate the
And
fact you
there's
guys not
Rashawn
playing any
Holmes.
defense.
And it's Murphy in at the point guard position. Warren on the wing.
Again, I didn't do that.
Murphy against Conley. Murphy passes to Warren.
Look, no one's scoring. This reminds me of my.
Warren, no good.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Conley's shot is off.
Hey, the defense is content to let him prove he can make that shot, and so far, he cannot.
Yep, that one goes in there. Booker's got it all tied up now.
Reminds me when I was on the Grizzlies,
And
they were
they've
fucking,
had
they were
assists
beating
now
shit.
in their last 3 baskets.
And Wright gets to Conley. A three-pointer off the mark. The Suns shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Murphy passes to Booker. Got it. Good job in the low post. Booker's got the lead up to 2 now for Phoenix.
Oh, since the break, his efficiency has gone up a notch, looking really polished now.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
All right, fans, let's get up. Let's get back.
Some changes
Grizz
for Memphis.
girls.
Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for Noah.
Whoa, look at this! Like, they pull me out, they fucking down! What the fuck, man? It's 7-6. Get the fuck out of here. I had this game, and they took me out. That's bullshit.
One shot.
It's fucking horseshit, damn it.
Seven seconds left to play in the final quarter. Three-pointer. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of
That's,
it.
And you know,
that's
this
fucking
game
horseshit
could
right there. I'm
really
sorry.
be a
That's fucking
defining
bullshit.
one for what they can do.
I
when
literally
they
had the
are
game
playing
good.
at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt.
When I was
helped.
out there, we were actually winning. We finally got the lead. We pieces of shit didn't do nothing. Ankle breaker! Quink, quink. Free throw ace. 11,162. Nice. Nice. I got nice. I got more fans. I got more teammate chemistry. That's pretty good. I think the All-Star difficulty gives you more experience.
Yo, have y'all gotten any word about the MJ golf tournament this year?
No,
Heard about it? Oh,
This is not even talking about. This to talk about golf now because they got fucked up. All right, let's go to navigation. Let's go to this. Alright, let's see here. Let's get passing up. Steals up. Post offense up. Or maybe 3-point, no. Oh my god, alright, let's see a post offense up, like, why not? More team practice, why not? I am surprised that it was 4 hours. 4 hours is not bad. I don't know if I want to, I may just, honestly, if I do stream more, which is probably going to be later, I'm probably going to do more of this. Just because I can switch off between Ninja Gaiden, Sigma, maybe, and do, well, maybe, I don't know, maybe tomorrow if I stream, maybe I'll do, start Bound by Flame first, and then I'll see what's going on there. Let's see, 1-man fast break, I don't care about this right now. Difficult shots. Let's see. Flashy passer.
All right, AI, let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Let's get started, man. Let's get started. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Hey, shot.
Fuck. What? That's how it should be. Constantly, douche. You guys are killing me here. Thank you. Thank you. Well, let me get one more, goddammit. Oh, of course not. Five's not bad.
Keep the flow going.
Five's not bad.
I see you out there doing work.
Not bad, not bad. Let's do another one. Let's do deep range.
All right, AI, let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
I was nowhere near there too, so it doesn't really matter. Dude, I hate that. He goes right over where I need to be. Dude, this is so fucking shit. I really don't like it. Fuck, the shooting is so bad, I think.
Congrats, AI. That must be the worst effort I've ever seen.
Hey, see you later, man.
Contested long range. Oh man. Oh, here's more practice. Great. Oh no. Let's see. Let's do this. I'm only doing these.
All right, AI, let's get everyone over here and get started. What are we gonna do?
Let's get started, man. Let's get started. Hey, get the ball, huh?
Poetry in motion, AI.
Right here.
Come on, AI, focus. Poetry in motion, AI.
It's gonna be a long time before I get a corner specialist badge. This is so fucking garbage. Alright. Let's work on... Limitless... Catch and shoot. Let's do this. Free throws is gonna be helpful.
All right, AI, let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Okay. Pretty good.
Okay, guys, get back to work.
Next time, man. Next time.
Almost halfway.
Great game, AI.
Yeah, great game, my ass. Non-simulated games. Assist to get 5 assists in the game. Alright, cool. Getting close on some, at least of those. Alright, just give me 1 second. Alright, this is nice. No, that's not right. Oh, oh my god, I hate these websites. Dude, there's a reason why I have an ad blocker. Fuck you. Let's see what this one says. I'm just looking for like any helpful tips on So I'm just reading because I don't even know. Well, this completely is worthless. This doesn't tell me shit. Sorry about that. I was trying to see if that end up giving you some decent tips on how to score, but well, I guess I guess I'll play one more. I'll quickly do something else. No, I don't care about the ticket champion.
Are currently on
I don't care. Shut up. Fuck you.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
Russell Westbrook.
And coming right
nice.
up, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Phoenix Suns. For Phoenix, maybe it hasn't been quite the start to the season they were hoping for. They're just 2-3 so far, but probably a little.
Shut up. Into the game. Alright, so I'm actually going to do something here. Just give me a second. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Don't
1.
embarrass him too much tonight, AI.
What? Alright, I just turned up the sound. Oh, I forgot that. That probably didn't.
A view of I-40 in Chesapeake Energy Arena, taken from the Skydance Bridge in Oklahoma City. That's our setting tonight.
What the fuck?
It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Last outing for Phoenix, the loss to the Memphis Grizzlies. And that was a real body blow for them. They got taken apart both offensively and defensively.
And really, I just felt like they didn't compete, particularly on the backboard. Probably their...
And nothing.
Well, guys, we know Russell Westbrook is a fearsome competitor, but he says you never know how long you'll be able to run like this or jump like this. So I go for it every time. I may look angry, but it's the only way I know. Yes, you look angry. Kevin?
Yeah, he's special, DA, absolutely. Thanks. Brent, some teams already failing to meet expectations. What shouldn't they do this early on?
Panic. I mean, sometimes it just happens, and sometimes it could take a winning streak. You might turn it around, a winning streak of 7 or 8 games, and the mentality in the locker room.
Just give me a second. Something's wrong. Oh, okay, there we go. Alright.
Changes. The coaches maybe.
Murphy on top. He's covered by Westbrook. Outside Jackson. Outside Warren. That's tipped. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Russell Westbrook, number 1.
And it was the kind of season that he'd like to repeat over and over. Nobody was better at creating easy baskets for their teammates.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Schroeder's checked in.
What?
Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Booker.
Dude, what the fuck
for
was
him
that about?
Last year,
Seriously?
averaged about
He just held the
25
ball?
points per game, 4 assists and 4
Now
rebounds.
passing? What a
And he
dick.
led the
Should've called
charge when it came
timeout.
to scoring. Led the team.
Yeah, he shot the lights out all year long from a variety of spots on the floor. Love that versatility.
Here's Schroeder. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Well, I like the shot selection. I don't like the shot result. Won't happen much.
That one drops for him. Jackson's got his second bucket of the night.
Man, he's shooting the ball very well, in addition to creating for both himself and his teammates out there on a roll.
Back to Westbrook. Here's the
Wow,
one to Adams.
It's a solid pass off the pick and roll. Part of Westbrook's game he's really developed.
So here's Murphy. The pass to Holmes. And Adams sends it back. And here's George for 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
Well, the defense better look up and say thanks. Leaving guys that wide open is not a recipe for success.
Poked away. Booker against Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. And Booker kicks to Murphy. Not really his range, and it's off target.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
And what I like best is that he does it completely under control. Really gives the shooter nowhere to turn to.
And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That'll be his second foul of the game.
There are times where you have to play with a little bit more caution. That's already his second foul in the first quarter.
Nerlens Noel checks in for the Thunder. Morris comes in for Jeremy Grant. And a change for the Suns. Oubre is checked in for Warren.
This guy's a damn asshole.
Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. They're getting their first look at the Thunder. In this
Thank you,
teams
fuckers.
pretty familiar with one another. They'll face off 4 times this year.
We'll get a great idea tonight of exactly how they match up in terms of strengths versus weaknesses. When it comes down to a 4-game season series, this first one is always a good indicator of what's to come.
Here's George. But he recovers it.
Well, when Paul George has that kind of length and then has the high release point that he does, very few people are going to get to it to block a mid-range jumper like that.
Oh my god.
Here's
Dude,
Booker.
did this fucking
No good
preventing
that
us from
time.
scoring.
Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And you know what? Up against a weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
Yeah, what I like, though, besides that, is that
What
they just
the
didn't
what?
settle for it because weak defenses, you can take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
Westbrook passes to George. The dish now to Schroeder. Outside Westbrook. All alone. That one off the back iron and out.
And right now, I think just his demeanor is hurting the team. His shooting's been off, and he knows it.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yep, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Jackson has the open look. Morris with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
What the hell is that?
And Markieff Morris out of Kansas. A spread 4 is
Damn, that's fucking
And
terrible.
able to
What is that
strike it
about?
from anywhere on the floor. A good secondary scorer who can also create his own shot on the block at times.
Raymond.
I have to save that. Like, I know.
Felton, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And Phoenix also making a switch. Crawford's checked in.
It's the same thing. You know, they really need to stop putting these cheerleaders in if all they do is the same fucking dance routine. Real cheerleaders has a rotation of
the league's
different type
top
of
2
things they do.
scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And looking back at his #2 steal rate, yeah, he did gamble a little bit, you're right. But he also played some hard-nosed on-ball defense, and that was key. Murphy dishes to Crawford. Back to AI. Sinks the three-pointer. Murphy's got 6.
See, that practice is paying off. You're right. No, that was luck, man. I don't know how I got
Schroeder
that.
looking around. Pass to George. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. George has got his second basket.
Well, Paul George doesn't get a ton on jump shots. That time elevated a little bit more and still made the J.
Yeah, he did a foul.
Now,
Nice.
Defended by George. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. There's 1:47 left to play in the first.
Dude,
Have to give some credit to the defense by Schroeder there, making that attempt as difficult and uncomfortable as he possibly could.
From about 19 feet, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
To the wing right side. Back to AI. Outside Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Holmes. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Nobody near Schroeder. Off target from three-point range.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners
Another foul?
on the glass here tonight, guys.
Good God, what is wrong with Oklahoma City
Josh Jackson,
Thunder?
an
It's
interesting
fucking fouling
prospect for
everyone.
the Phoenix Suns moving forward. A wing player maybe doesn't quite have a position in the league, but I know his competitiveness certainly does. I remember watching him his first summer in Las Vegas and just staying in the game. It's hard to get guys who are drafted so high to take the summer league seriously. Josh Jackson takes every opportunity to compete that way.
Shot big steal, fuck your ass.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Yes, no, that's what I'm talking about.
George has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
To give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
Here's Crawford.
Come on, you guys gotta land these shots that I'm passing, man.
Noel
Come on,
got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
my God, no.
Schroeder, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Lightning quick first step from Schroeder. And phenomenal at throwing down that one on the drive.
Phoenix leading by 4. In the corner,
Yeah!
it's Crawford. Another 3 for Phoenix.
For 3.
Schroeder with the ball. Over Murphy. Can't hit from 12. And so it's the Phoenix Suns heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. More dunks. More dunks. Yeah. I don't know. Zero the Ninja. My boy
Russell Westbrook
Shinobi
is surly
from
disposition
YouTube.
on the court, but he talks about the.
I know he cares about Russell Westbrook and his positivity. He's also on Twitter. He's actually, guys, you guys need to check out Derek Shinobi. He's a really good, great guy. He's doing other stuff on his YouTube channel now.
It's about elevating the team around him.
But he's fitness goals. He's doing a lot of workouts.
Halfway through the first half in this one.
He's really entertaining guy.
From what we've seen,
he's the reason why I got into YouTube.
What do you guys see?
Honestly,
a huge fan of how they have rotated here.
Sadly, YouTube's been going down the shitter lately. So.
And if you're rotating like that, it's got to be a great line of communication between all 5 guys. You see that reflected on the scores, all that trust showing up with the lead.
viewers watching my stuff constantly.
Morris is out there with Paul George.
Like 5 or 10 people just watching my stuff, I'd be so happy
That's
with that.
That's the group for
honestly.
Oklahoma City
just,
getting going here in the second.
Watching, maybe chatting, giving me information about the games I'm playing.
And he knocks down the first one.
Guys I really like.
The Thunder, one of the lowest rates of assists in the league last year. Also, a team that does not move the ball around all that much to gain some advantage with strong side, weak side movement. So we'll see isolation, we'll see pick and roll, and very few passes in a contest like this.
Suns moving the ball around, and that one's good, Ayton.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score.
Oh, God. No.
Schroeder against Murphy. Schroeder finds Morris.
Shit. No.
Knocked loose. Crawford with the steal. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in.
How the fuck do you miss
that? One doesn't drop. Felton with some nice D.
Dude, he's like literally underneath
and
the
basket.
Had
great talent, but their offense hasn't allowed other players Brent to flourish at the same time. Why is that?
Well, it's just a team that doesn't have a commitment to a flow style of offense. They have such great talent that I think the talent tries to take on the load sooner in offensive possessions than maybe the coaching staff would like, and they have great individual scores. That's what these guys have done in the league for
Dude,
a
that was
time.
a terrible
really
pass, though.
At 7 feet,
what was I thinking
250 pounds, Ayton puts the ball on the floor, gets the angle, and draws the contact.
First trip to the line for him here. Free throw drops for Ayton. Well, we've got great dunkers now, but you played at a time when there were sensational dunkers in the NBA.
Yeah, I saw a lot of guys go over the top of me.
Including yourself.
Too kind. Here's your money. Kevin, I think about those old, and we remember these, the old VHS tapes when we used to get like the dunk highlight tapes. Those are still so fresh in my mind.
I'm not going to do the takeover right now. Raymond Felton, yeah.
Young Vince Carter.
Kenny Skywalker. I mean, just the list goes on and on. But the best in-game dunker, I think it's pretty unanimous that
Felton,
Vince
I think, was another
still holds the type.
I think for 2 seasons.
And the first one drops.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
And Phoenix making a change here. Daniels has checked in. Now, here's Holmes. D right on him. Kicks it to Daniels. Shot clock at 6. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
Morris outside. George up top. Defended by Bridges. Puts it up from 12. George, no good. Phoenix leading by 6. Murphy passes to Holmes. Woo! From beyond the arc. And good. The three-point shot. Good for Murphy. Murphy's got 11 points.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's
and I didn't even put the takeover yet.
Bridges against George. That one's in. Only his 4th make against 9 total shots.
When the guy is capable of so many things like that on the offensive end, anytime you lose sight of him, he's got a huge advantage.
From 11 feet away. Second chance shot. Here's Ayton. Whistle blows.
You see what I mean,
He'll
man?
have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Just one minor mistake, and all of a sudden my takeover's gone. See, I hate the takeover. It's such a garbage mechanic. That's like, you do all this and you get all so crazy, but then
Steven Adams
it
comes in
just
for
take it
Noel.
away.
And
I don't like the takeover mechanic. That's why I don't try to
checked in for
concern
Phoenix.
myself with it. It doesn't
Tyler
exist
Johnson
as far
comes
as
in for AI.
One shot.
So it's Phoenix with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone.
Fuck Russell Westbrook.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Us ads get into the paint so easily. It's not my problem. Back off and make us improve TV. You can knock down the shot.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been one outstanding. So for the Suns, Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Ayton. And AI is subbed in for Johnson. Out to the right wing. And Richaun Holmes gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far. Holmes with the steal.
The turnover total in the first half, only one, but a totally different story here in the second.
Setting the floor for the Suns. Booker and Warren on the perimeter. Josh Jackson out there with Holmes, and it's Murphy in at the guard position. Outside, George.
Dude, I got 4 threes. I think the most I've ever gotten in any game.
To the wing right side.
That shit.
Grant,
but I can't buy a basket like in mid-range. That doesn't make sense.
Shot clock at 6.
Yes.
To the inside. Holmes with the steal.
Oh!
Booker finds Jackson, and Grant sends it back.
Grant's got some hurts. I mean, it's all out there, especially
man,
effective
he
on
denied.
getting to the shooters and making an impact.
Dude, he was absolutely denied on that shot. You saw that?
Murphy passes to Warren. Suns moving the ball around, and Holmes throws it down.
Yeah, it's a smart pass.
For three.
TJ Warren does a solid job finding the open man.
No, it was a 2, you suckers.
Thunder trailing by 10. Westbrook kicks to Robertson. Shoots the 3. Westbrook can't get it to go.
He seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind.
Offline with the baseline jumper. Suns leading by 12. Russell Westbrook passionate about the game of basketball, Brent, we know that, but fashion among his foremost interests outside the game.
Yeah, the honor the gift fashion line, which, you know, Kevin, you and I don't think we have much in our closets from that, but got to respect it. Fearless, not only on the court, but off the court in some of the attire that Russell Westbrook brings to the game.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Oklahoma City. Suns have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
Yeah, well, that's not good at all.
And he can't get the first one.
What's the saying? If you're going to lose big. A lot of teams adopting that strategy again last season, the final year before the lottery odds are going through some new machinations and a bit of a change. The Suns, though, they kind of took the cake last year and ended up with the #1 pick.
And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That is his first foul of the game. Markieff Morris is checked in for Jeremy Grant.
Markieff Morris.
Why was he doing that again?
Westbrook.
He's pushing off.
Now here's Westbrook. He's tightly guarded. Noel trying to break loose. Westbrook, no good. And the Suns, all those draft picks, bringing in some help, and Brent, they needed it.
Yeah, they're going to need that help quickly in order to compete. But with a new coach and a new language down there, it's going to be interesting how much both the front office, the coaching staff, and these players latch on to a new path for the Suns to get themselves competitive as quickly as possible.
Stolen by Jackson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Russell Westbrook. Last season, he played outstanding. 1st in assists, 5th in steals, and of course, he was among the best in the league when it came to putting the ball in the basket. Top 10 in scoring.
And dropping a lot of dimes. He led the league in assists because he's the ultimate competitor, an absolute magician with the basketball.
We think about Josh Jackson and maybe him collecting 1 terabyte of information about how it is that Kawhi Leonard goes about his business. Great size, great length, great versatility. A good guy for Josh Jackson to look up to.
If he passes to Holmes. Back to AI. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Dennis Schroeder. Something the NBA has tested out in the G League, Brent. Coaches' challenges. What do you think?
I think the idea of making sure that the handkerchief matches the tie is a great idea.
Only you would say that. Only you would say that.
I'm just worried with some of the casual styles in the NBA that it's not going to be accessible. But
I think you're wrong.
I think it's going to happen, and I think it's going to be interesting for the league. But it's going to happen.
Anything to make these coaches do more, make more decisions.
Make more decisions and make decisions that you know can impact whether or not
that's
team
better
wins the basketball game
doing something else
or loses
doing
it. Because after a referee makes a determination that you think might be the other way, or they don't look at a replay where you're sure and certain that you could get possession, I'm reaching for the hanky.
Oubre with the steal.
Oh, come on!
Down low.
That is horseshit.
Stolen by Westbrook. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
But he's just fearless and unafraid to go up into the traffic of the defense. Westbrook takes it right to the bucket and a well-deserved trip to the line. So interesting with Russell Westbrook. Never really touted or championed growing up, but if you go to UCLA, you have to be halfway decent, don't you, Kevin? 5'8", stick-figure, back in high school, and came off the bench his freshman year at UCLA, and I just don't think anybody saw what was coming out of Russell Westbrook, but we're appreciating it now. And that's about as easy as it gets. Not many guys are going to blow wide open layups at the professional level like that.
Launches a 3. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 9 assists now tonight.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
If he passes to Holmes, it's good.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Felton's checked in.
Russell Westbrook with 2 straight seasons, 2 of averaging a triple-double. This is a feat that we thought we would never see again. And Russell backed up the one campaign with another. Just remarkable stuff.
From deep, George. Rebound by the Suns. They've led by as many as 14 points. Oubre, 2 points. That one goes. And the Suns lead by 10.
That's good passing down low. He's good at working the ball deep into the post.
And the Thunder placing so much, Brent, on Westbrook's shoulders. It's asking a lot.
It's asking a lot. I'm not sure how much Russell actually feels it. He just goes out and continues to put up just staggering, eye-popping numbers. And to get where they want to go, I think they're going to have to find a way to complement him in some way. And he's going to have to trust in those teammates in order to push the envelope a bit.
Knocked loose, stolen by Warren. Oubre dishes to Bridges. Here's Murphy, and Rashawn Holmes gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Thunder trailing by 12.
Oh no!
Did you ever think, Brent, that we'd see this many players, 6'10", 6'11", 7-footers, handling the ball and shooting like we're seeing them shoot from that kind of distance?
I'm hopeful for it. I've been hopeful for it, and it doesn't surprise me about what the league is. This is a very select group of people that have the right combination of DNA
is not a good day
genetics,
for my team.
and the fact that these guys are more and more capable with their skill set. Not a surprise to me, Kevin.
So fun to watch, too. My goodness.
Shut the fuck up.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
And Schroeder continuing to build his confidence, shooting the ball from the perimeter. I'd like to see him square up and sink those J's.
Warren kicks to Murphy. To the middle. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Morris against Warren. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, T.J. Warren is a great scorer. However, many of those buckets he puts in do not include, Brent, the three ball.
No, he plays in the mid-range game. Once he gets to certain spots in the mid-range and gets his feet set, he's going to end up scoring 2 points. So off-balance runners, he gets fouled. He just really has a nose for scoring the ball.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Ayton comes in for Rashawn Holmes. And it's Crawford in for Bridges. George, that's a two-pointer. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor. Suns leading by 9. Pass to Ayton. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
And at 7'1" and 250 pounds, Ayton is a handful. Not easy trying to guard him without foul.
He's made 2 of 3 from the shot.
Yes! Off! The day I get an A or A minus is the day I'm going to be happy. Because I want to reach A, man. I wonder if there's a trophy for getting A minus in this game.
And that one misses.
Well, there's no doubt he's known for defense and rebounding, but you have to admire the work Robertson has put in improving his shooting stroke.
Yes! Inside pairing is Grant and Adams. Robertson and George fill out the wings. And it's Westbrook in at the point.
It's like, I didn't do anything wrong.
You know, Brent, when you think of Devin
That's actually
Booker,
the one thing I love about these games.
Scoring, but
their reactions.
What? That was an excellent facilitator as well.
Well, I think he's learning to do that, Kevin, because of the playing time that he's getting, and the defenses that he has seen in the early part of his career have been quite unique. You know, 2 out of the first 3 years that he played in the NBA, he's averaging over 20 points. So the passing part of his game, the more feel part of his game.
Dude, what the hell is up with these teams?
Like the tactics on defense there, refusing to give the shooter an easy layup at the rim.
Robertson finds Adams, and that one drops for him.
They can't even
got
finish.
10 points here in the second half.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Stolen by Westbrook. Now the feed to Robertson. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 7th assist in the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Murphy. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns.
I don't care about that schedule.
On Wednesday,
Fuck off.
they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Friday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Toronto Raptors.
And looking at that next matchup,
how did that not go in? It was really full.
And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
This is so fucking garbage.
The Suns have given shooting guard Devin Booker a say in all of the franchise's major decisions. You know, like hiring a coach, free agency, the draft. Brent, is that the right approach?
I'm not sure how much of that is true, Kevin. They might have asked, but how much are they listening to it? I'm not sure.
Fuck off with that shit.
Devin Booker does not quite have the cachet of veteran players that have played 10 or 12 years and have a lot of playoff wins under their belt, but it does feel good for him, I'm sure, to be part of the collaborative.
Warren, good.
He really can score the basketball. It's impressive how he hunts out these kind of shots and starts to score even under pressure.
That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Grant.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
If he passes to Warren. Now here's Oubre, defended by George. They get a hand on it. Back to Oubre. He kicks it to Warren. Shot clock at 5. Here's Murphy. Bank shot, no good.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
Passes to Adams. Grant against Jackson. Goes up the baseline.
What the hell is...
Here's Adams. Gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Murphy against Westbrook. Murphy dishes to Warren. On the wing, Booker. A shot
I am
out that
so
time.
angry right
Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. They host the Clippers after this game. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Robertson kicks to George. Shoots over Oubre. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from George.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Al Murphy. On the wing, Booker. Back to AI. The pass to Oubre. Warren with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Now, Warren is so hungry to score every night that he's going to draw the attention of most defenses. Such a tough cover.
That free throw good from Warren.
Wow, he won by 1 point, dude.
And so it's Phoenix who scrape by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride.
Shut up. Nice. Microwave, oh my god. Oh my god, 16K! 1,000, baby! Yes. Fans earned. Fuck out of here.
Oh, hey, AI.
What's up?
Griff has a few questions for you. Right this way.
Okay, sure. Yo, what's up, Griff? How you doing, man?
AI, you really had a breakout game tonight. What would you say contributed most to your performance?
Well, I've been working hard in practice, and you know, my teammates have been a big help in helping me get my game up to speed. Long way to go, but it was nice to see you know, some of that hard work pay off tonight.
A team player, of course. Probably helps that you got the win too.
I mean, that's always the #1 goal, yeah. But you know, my teammates wanted just as much as I do, and you know, it was great to be able to play a larger role in helping us to get the W.
Spoken like a true veteran. Thanks again, AI.
Sure thing.
Thanks, Griff.
We all set? How we doing?
Yeah, great interview. You're good to go. Thanks.
Thanks, Griff.
Thank you.
Yeah! Teammate chemistry's up by 12%. I should get bonus AI for that. Well, not AI, but AI bonus tokens. Alright, my current career objective, become the 6th man. Okay. No. Don't have enough of that. Don't have enough of this. Don't. Oh wait, what's this? I have enough of that. What about dunks? No. Layups? No. Shit. Alright, what was it? Was it post offense? No, it was, rebounding? Alright, I'm gonna take a short break, guys. Actually, I'm gonna take like an hour-and-a-half break, or maybe an hour break. I will definitely come back and do some more NBA for however long it's going to take me. But for now, I have to do something quickly. And then I'll come back in, I'll eat something, and then I'm going to come back, I'm going to play. So roughly I want to say, at the earliest, I say 45 minutes. 35, 45 minutes at the earliest. I'm going to come back and get a couple more games in on NBA. Probably until I have to go and pick up my mother, which I'm sure is going to happen at some point. But anyway, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Stay tuned. If you guys are on my Twitch channel, just leave the thing open, or I recommend looking at some other people that's already up. But I will be back to play some more NBA. Yeah, so I'll catch you guys in an hour or an hour and a half, something like that. Hour and a quarter, maybe. All right.